Hi guys, for our group we have myself, Jerry, and Zoe. We got this problem right here. We're going to be doing A, B, C, and D. I chose to do x squared minus 4 if negative 4 is less than or equal to x less than 0. So I did 3 main points for myself. Negative 4 squared minus 4 equals 12. Gives me the point negative 4, 12. Negative 2 squared minus 4 equals 0. The point would be negative 2, 0, and 0 squared minus 4 equals negative 4, 0, comma, negative 4. So we come over here for the graph. Our first point being negative 4, 12. Negative 4, 12, come up here. And since it is equal to, it's going to be a closed circle. Going to exaggerate a little bit. Our next point would be negative 2, 0, just so we have somewhere to go off of. And our last point would be 0, negative 4. And that is going to be an open circle. So I'm going to over-dramatize that. Connect this, and it is a parabola, so I'm going to make sure to make it look like a parabola. From here on, Jerry's going to take the next problem.
So for my problem, I got 4 minus x squared if 0 is less than or equal to x, and if x is less than or equal to 4. So for the start of it, my first point, I used the 0, and I started here, I did 4 minus 0, and it's squared for the x squared. This became 4 minus 0, which becomes 4. So my first point is 0, comma 4 in parentheses. For graphing purposes, I used the second point of 2. I did 2 minus 0 squared, which came out to 2 minus 0 of 2. So 2, comma 2 in parentheses for my second point. And on my third point, we're using the 4 that it's asking for here. And when I plug this in, it's 4 minus the 4 squared came out to 4 minus 16, which came out to negative 12. So my third point on the graph is going to be 4 minus negative 12 in parentheses. So when we come over to the graph, my first point is at 0, comma 4. And because of it being equal to, it's going to be a closed circle. I'll do this. I did a second point of 2, comma 2 for reference. And then on my third point, I have the 4 and the negative 12. And that is also going to be a closed circle because of the fact that we have the equals to. And it being the x squared is also a parabola, so kind of making the form here to make it look like the parabola. And this is where my 2 points will end. And at this point, we'll hand it off to Zoe to explain the third problem.
Okay, so for my problem, I have x plus 4 if x is greater than 4. So for the first point, I put 4, so 4 plus 4 equals 8, so the point would be 4, 8. And for the second point, I put 5, so 5 plus 4 equals 9, so the point would be 5, 9. And then for the third one, I did 6, so 6 plus 4 equals 10. So our third point is 6 and 10. So for our first point, it's 4 and 8, which is right here, and it's going to be open. And our second point is 5 and 9, which is about right here. And for our last point, it's 6 and 10, which is about right there. And just going to connect those in there. And for B, it is, the question was if it was continuous, and it is not continuous. So now I'll hand it off to one.
So for our next question, we had C, which is state the domain and range in interval notation. So we can go here, C. Oh, goodness. So for C, the domain, well, we can see here, it goes from, starts at negative 4, there's no point before that. So it's going to be a bracket, negative 4. And because of this little graph right here, it's going to go on forever. So it's going to be a positive infinity with the parentheses, of course. That was the domain, D for domain. And the range being the y's, lowest point that there is on the graph is going to be that negative 12. So that is going to be a bracket negative 12. And again, because of this graph, it's going to be forever up. And it's going to be a positive infinity with a parentheses at the end. Now for our last one, D, find f of 0 and f of 4. I'm going to be handing that off to Jared.
So for the last one on D, it's asking us to find f of 0 and f of 4, which we worked out already in this problem, the 4 minus x12. We plugged in our 0 here. So by doing this, the f minus the 0 squared, or 4 minus 0 came out to 4. So for f equal to 0, or when f is 0, we get 4. And for the second one, it's asking us when f of 4, what it is equal to. So we did the work here again, showing the 4 minus the 4 squared, which is 4 minus 16, which came out to the negative 12. So for f of 4, our answer is going to be the negative 12. So for f of 0 and f of 4, it plugs into this problem that we were presented with here.